Hey, cut out that creepy music. I'm trying to have a Halloween party here. Have you disembodied hands got anything a bit more livelier than that?
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will
Thank you.
seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary
Okay, who's ready to start the party?
you'll shake and shudder in surprise.
But wait, what about the Big Party Stealy Guy? Who? He's a guy who goes around and steals food and stuff from parties. What a creative name. That is the fakest thing I've ever heard. It's not fake. And also, we need to wait for the clowns I invited to arrive. Why'd you invite clowns to a Halloween party? Because clowns are scary. I wonder where they are. Richard, you've taken us to the wrong place again. I'm sorry, but I can't read maps. I told you to take geography and not history for your GCSEs. But I suck at geography. I could never even find the classroom. Idiot. And also, where's Topham? He told me he couldn't make it. So are we going to start this party or not? Why don't we start with a ghost story? Alright then, I'll read one.
And every year, on the date of the accident, it runs again, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost soul.
Percy, what are you talking about?
The ghost train! Driver saw it last night!
Where? Asked Thomas and Toby together.
He didn't say, but it must have been on our line. He says ghost trains run as a warning to others. Ah!
He went on.
It makes my wheels wobble to think of it.
Pooh, said Thomas. You're just a silly little engine, Percy. I'm not scared.
Thomas didn't believe in your ghost,
said Percy the next morning. His driver laughed. Neither do I. It was a pretend ghost on television. Percy was disappointed, but he was too busy all day with his stone trucks to think about ghosts. That evening he came back light engined from the harbour. He liked running at night. He coasted along without effort, the rails humming cheerfully under his wheels, and signal lights changing to green at his approach. He always knew where he was, even in the dark.
Crow's Farm crossing,
he chanted happily.
We shan't be long now.
Sam had forgotten that Mr. Crow wanted a load of lime taken to 40-acre field, when he remembered it was nearly dark. He drove in a hurry, bumped over the crossing and sank his cart's front wheels in the mud at the field gate. The horse tried hard, but couldn't move it. The cart's tail still fouled the railway. Sam gave it up. He unharnessed the horse and rode back to the farm for help. There's still time, he told himself. The next train isn't due for an hour. But he'd reckoned without Percy. Percy broke the cart to smithereens and lime flew everywhere. They found no one at the crossing, so they went on to the nearest signal box. "Hello," said the signalman. "What have you done to Percy? He's white all over." Percy's driver explained. "I'll see to it," said the signalman, "but you better clean Percy, or people will think he's a ghost." Percy chuckled.
Do let's pretend I'm a ghost and scare Thomas. That'll teach him to say I'm a silly little engine.
On the way, they met Toby, who promised to help. Thomas was being oiled up for his evening train, when Toby hurried in saying, "Percy's had an accident." "Poor engine," said Thomas. "Oh, botheration, that means I'm going to be late." "They've cleared the line for you," Toby went on, "but there's something worse." "Out with it, Toby," Thomas interrupted. "I can't wait all evening." "I've just seen something," said Toby in a shaky way. "It looked like Percy's ghost. It said it was coming here to warn us." "Huh, who cares? Don't be frightened, Toby. I'll take care of you." Percy approached the shed quietly and glided right through it. He shrieked. As had been arranged, Toby's driver and fireman quickly shut the doors. said Percy in a spooky voice. Oh, no, 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 answered Toby. Not by the smoke of my chimney, chim, chim.
I'll chuff and I'll puff and I'll break your door.
Oh dear, exclaimed Thomas, it's getting late, I'd no idea. I must find Danny and Clarabelle. And he hurried out the other way. Percy was none the worse for his adventure. He was soon clean, but Thomas never returned. Next morning, Toby asked him where he'd been. Oh, well, said Thomas, I knew you'd be sad about Percy, and I didn't like to intrude. I slept in the goods shed, and he went on, hurriedly. Sorry, can't stop, got to see a coach about a train. And he shot off like a jackrabbit. Percy rolled up alongside.
Well, 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 he exclaimed. What do you know about that?
Anyone would think, chuckled Toby, that our Thomas had just seen a ghost. That was the worst Percy voice I've ever heard.
Oi!
And also, if you can be bothered to give all the Thomas characters a different voice, then how come not us? Yeah, a funny story. Who wants these cookies I made? What cookies? Maybe the Big Party Stealy Guy is real after all. Told ya. He isn't. And back to your ghost story, Anonymous Thomas fan. That was one of the worst ones I've ever heard. I can tell one better than that. Well, go on then. Alright, and this story is actually true. Okay, this one time in San Antonio, this bus full of kids was driving kids home from school and it stalled on the crossing. Then a train came along and hit everyone. And then they all died of die. And it's said, whenever another car comes along and stalls on the crossing, the ghosts of the kids push it to safety. I've heard that story myself before, and isn't the only reason the cars move is because the level crossing's on a hill? Don't ruin it. Okay, is it okay if no one drinks any of the punch? Why not? I put a load of beer in the punch. So when the Big Party Stealy Guy comes again and drinks it, he'll become really drunk and we can catch him. Okay. I guess that's why Lego Guy is acting all weird after he's had a drink. What? I'm so drunk, I can barely see. Oh, by the way, Anonymous Thomas fan, I was wondering if maybe I could do something for this special. Of course you can, Rick. What do you want to do? I was thinking of doing a piano tutorial on Boo Choo Choo because that's essentially the Thomas Halloween song. Well, go right ahead. That was pretty cool. What's that noise? Maybe it's the Big Party Stealy Guy. Quick, now's our chance. To the kitchen! Gotcha now. Who is it? It's Topham. I'm so drunk, I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day. You told me you weren't coming. That's before I found out there was food. So that's why you ate all my cookies? Yeah, Cookie Monster, yeah, Cookie Monster. You what? You can't catch me for causing all this confusion and delay. Is that it? Yeah, really. We hope you enjoyed the video and happy Halloween. You suck at endings. I know.